The party was already thronged with people when we arrived. Everyone so finely dressed. Their manners are of a royal standard. Women were giving me piercing looks from all directions. Well, you did arrive with a certain somebody. Are they looking at me because I'm from the Heights? That seems unlikely. ELTCREED had assured me that my birthplace wouldn't be an issue. I must be imagining this. I'm really getting too nervous. Brushing my worries aside, I looked around. This place is so familiar, like we were here another time. Just like the building we'd visited outside ELTCREED's district. Just like that. This place was built in a way very reminiscent of the Heights. I felt almost like I was in the Heights. Okay, I thought she was commenting on the exact same background. But no. It's more than just similar. I could swear I've seen this exact room before. So she does comment on it. That's incredible. But where was it? That's amazing. ELTCREED and I were walking with arms linked. I leaned closer to him. Who are the people in attendance?
This is a gathering of particular renown, attended by the wealthy. Almost all the great families of the depths make an appearance.
Of particular renown? And you brought me here? Actually, why are you still in your usual clothes?
For me, attending this ball is a duty more than anything.
Then why can't I also?
No, that wouldn't do. I would lose motivation.
But...
I get to look at you in this beautiful dress, my love. I could accomplish anything tonight.
Love? You're joking again.
Well, you certainly don't seem to trust me when matters of love are concerned. I suppose you can't be blamed, given how I normally am.
Knowing that and doing nothing about it is impressive in its own way.
Another thing you fell in love with?
Like I'm trying to tell you, Never mind. I quietly ended the discussion and thought about what ELTCREED had said. Almost all the wealthy families. I made the right decision to attend.
Oh, you want to land a rich man? You make me jealous. I'm right next to you, you know.
Jealous. No, I'm going to ignore this one. That's not what I mean. A gathering of the affluent will attract disreputable folk as well. If the gathering were to be attacked, I could protect you. I made the right decision in coming.
Thank you very much. Playing the fool a little allowed me to understand your motivation. But there's no need to worry. Security is very strict. Short of an earthquake, a flood, or some similar disaster, we are safe. In fact, I worry about you, if anything.
Because I'm from the Heights. Yes.
No. You're too beautiful to be ignored by the less scrupulous men here. Although they all had to bring a female companion, why, that could be anyone. And so here we are, surrounded by many very stylish people fishing for the opposite sex.
Fishing?
Yes. Looking for prey. Would be a less euphemistic way of saying it. Both men and women here are looking for a partner. Not everyone, of course.
Prey? What do... Good evening, ELTCREED. Your companion is very beautiful.
Good evening, my lady. Thank you for inviting me. Your dinner parties are always so fashionable.
Thank you, and it's all thanks to you. What does she mean?
A few years ago, the lady here proposed the establishment of a slightly different kind of dance hall. I'd only ever seen the Heights once. I based my suggestions for the dance hall on my recollections of what I'd seen.
The Heights? Someone from the depths was allowed into the Heights?
Yes. It was the 400-year commemoration of Saint Eune's reign. My father was invited as a representative of the depths, and we attended together.
Saint Eune's anniversary? But that means I also... No, I shouldn't talk about that in front of them. I quickly stopped myself, thinking that letting her know I was from the Heights would have only made things more difficult. Saint Eune's 400-year commemoration party. I was quite sure my father had dragged me to that party. How old were you? Not entirely, though, because at the time I had been all but 5. Okay. So you're 18, he's 25, that means there's 7 years between you, so he would have been 12 at the party. Okay. Did you meet? I remember there were even more people than are here tonight, and apparently ELTCREED had been there. That made me strangely happy. By the way, ELTCREED, is it true that you've married? What? I looked at ELTCREED in astonishment. His eyes twitched in surprise as well. Then he smiled, realizing something. You gave her your last name, you dum-dum.
Oh, I put that on the invite. A simple mistake. We haven't taken that step. Yet.
Oh, I see. Then who might she be? The lady looked at me, apparently wanting a response straight from the horse's mouth. ELTCREED. Play the part. Play the part. Yeah. I gotta help him save face because he's blundered himself. Nice. Looking grand. I should probably stick with his story. I'm his girlfriend. ELTCREED, not the woman, was the first to reply. You are?
I see.
Why are you more surprised than her? I'd anticipated that he was going to say something along the lines of, yes, we're an item, goodbye, but apparently that wasn't the case. I'm not?
Apparently you are.
You two must be very happy.
Yes, we are very happy right now.
ELTCREED put his hand around my waist and kissed my hair. That tickles. I'm glad you enjoy each other's company so. That said, I'm glad to hear you're not married. ELTCREED is the object of adoration of many here. There would be widespread misery if he took a wife.
Huh. I see. I will be careful not to listen to their siren call.
Siren call? I looked after the lady as she walked away and the other guests. Oh no. I'm allergic. Ugh. I'm allergic to the siren call. She was right. Many women were casting ELTCREED and me glances. Are they all speaking Japanese? Because that's awesome. So I wasn't imagining it. Their gaze was as warm as the sun when turned to ELTCREED and as cold and sharp as ice when directed at me. I can get used to being looked at, but this... What confuses me is that they're all more beautiful than I am. Aw, girl. You don't know you're beautiful. And not just their looks, their demeanor was more refined as well. They fulfilled the ideal of beauty in every way. I was merely dressed up, unworthy to be mentioned in the same breath.
Do the women scare you in some fashion?
ELTCREED whispered the words to me as he wrapped his arm around my shoulder.
I understand full well my own position and how they view me. I'm not that thick. I understand the position you're in as well. You don't fear assassins or robbers. What are you afraid of right now?
There's nothing attractive about me compared to these women. Someone just put makeup and a dress on me. I can't move and act refined like they can. Look at my hand. That lady we just spoke to had lovely hands, but mine are scratched and rough. You can see the scars left from my blisters. I'm so embarrassed.
I love your hands.
He took my hand and kissed the back of it.
They are the hands of a knight. They show work. Be proud of it.
I'm not good with social events like these either. My parents dragged me to many social functions when I was a child so I would get used to them, but I didn't like the atmosphere or the dancing. Once I turned into an adult, I made up reasons why I couldn't attend. If I'd known this would happen, I should have taken dancing lessons.
Well, I can give you a dancing lesson.
Right now?
Yes, I will guide you as we dance.
Oh boy. Aww. Let me look at ya. I'm proud of him that he dressed her in like almost a pink for a redhead, but it like matches his collar. They make a very handsome couple, actually. And they didn't do much with their hair. The hair is loose and very minimal makeup. It's very nice. I thought it was going to be majorly overdone, but she looks just really sweet. ELTCREED led me towards the center of the room. They're looking.
Ignore everyone else here. Look at me, and me alone.
ELTCREED pulled me along by the hand to the rhythm of the music. ELTCREED moved with grace and elegance while I stumbled after him like a newborn kitten. I could hear those around me snickering. Good God. I wanted to run away or disappear, but I couldn't. ELTCREED firmly held my hand, his hot gaze enough to keep me from fleeing.
Just be yourself. That's all you need to do. Be proud and tall and look at me with clear eyes. If I do all the dancing alone, it doesn't work. It's the same with love. But I can guide you. I will support you with the things you can't do. Don't be afraid and feel my movements. Let me rule over everything you are for a moment.
Wow. A few hours later. It was around midnight before the dinner party finally began to dissolve. I thought you guys danced for like hours. Although we'd taken the carriage to the party, we disembarked on the way home and walked on ELTCREED's wishes. I was totally exhausted, but ELTCREED next to me was the image of vigor striding home energetically.
The air feels so nice. It's so quiet and there's nobody around. We have the world to ourselves.
Aren't you tired from the dinner party?
Of course not. There was good food and wonderful dancing. It was fun.
I see. It's still incredible to me that you can walk into a place like that and feel at home. It must be the mark of the powerful.
Oh, I'm sure it is. After all, ELTCREED Valentine is very powerful. On the other hand, just like the last party, I can't just do whatever I want. I have to maintain a certain appearance. Sometimes I forget it myself, but I am in fact the representative for Libra Elitis. How I behave affects how the city is seen. So, when I attend these functions, I have to make sure I don't shame not just my family, but all the people here too.
I see. When I met you, I thought you were an overconfident man.
Is that so? But only when you met me. After all, Ulrich describes me that way all the time.
Yes, only when I met you. I thought that, excuse me, you were conceited and pretentious. But I can't really explain it yet, but it seems you weren't exaggerating wildly.
What? Is something wrong?
No, my heel is stuck in the stone pavement.
Oh, the heel has broken off, it seems.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to wearing these. He'll carry you home, girl. He's eaten enough pasta to build up the muscle strength to carry you. Whoa! And now I'm stumbling as well. How pitiful. It's going to take me a while to walk like this. Please, go on ahead.
And leave you behind here? I would never do that.
I was sitting on the pavement. ELTCREED bowed down to me and reached under my knees and arms. What are you?
It isn't very far. I will carry you home.
But... Please, let me down, ELTCREED.
Don't struggle, please. I don't want you falling on the pavement.
But...
Don't worry. I want to thank you for dancing with me tonight.
This is so conspicuous. What if someone stabs you from behind?
From behind? There is nobody craven enough to do that here in Libralitas. If the other district sends someone to kill me, well, I suppose I will meet my maker.
That isn't funny! Let me down!
No. If I do get stabbed from behind, know that I will die happy and accept my fate.
Happy? Like this?
Yes. I'm a coward, so I can't tell you everything I feel. But being with someone I can open up to at least a little makes me very happy. This might be the first dinner party after which I don't feel vacant and empty.
Really?
Yes. Not sleeping with a woman after one of these parties is rather novel to begin with.
And the moment's gone. Sleeping? What are we talking about exactly?
Right. To put it simply, I mean that it's not meant to produce offspring, but instead only hopes to indulge in physical pleasure. It's a raw, slightly...
That's enough!
Oh, you don't want more of my wisdom?
I'm fine. The rest would only be more embarrassing. Oh, God. My face must be so red now. I couldn't look at ELTCREED and buried my face against his shoulder.
That's very cute, really. Normally, I would carry you straight to my bed right now, but strangely, I feel no such urge. I think I just love you more than either you or I can really understand. It makes me so incredibly happy to be so close to you here in the darkness and to be able to feel you. And as long as you are by my side, the potential is there to be even happier. I look forward to it so much.
ELTCREED.
Yes?
How can you say those things without blushing?
I'm saying them because they don't make me blush. I have to talk about it, or you probably wouldn't understand me because you don't know enough about relationships.
I don't know what to say to that.
If you don't know how to react, then you don't have to. This wasn't meant to be a quid pro quo exchange. I told you before, love is free and infinite. I'm telling you because I want to. I'm giving it to you because I want to. That alone makes me content. That might annoy you. It would if you had a personality like Ulrich's. I hope you can bring yourself to accept my flirtations.
Well, I guess I'll have to accept it. ELTCREED was clearly fond of me. I'd always known that. But apparently, he was more serious about being in love with me than I had thought. He said it's not quid pro quo, but I can't let him bear so much and do nothing in reply. Are you gonna kiss him on the cheek? And I couldn't ignore that a part of me welcomed his overtures. Look at our girl go! I don't really know how I feel about him. Where is our relationship headed? How is all this going to end? I looked at the profile of his face as I pondered my strange connection to ELTCREED. What to do, what to do. Girl, what you gonna do? Man, carried her all the way up the stairs, even.
And there we are.
You could have let me down at the entrance.
It isn't much farther to your room. Don't worry about it.
He laughed heartily as he carried me to my bed. Ka-clunk. My body sank into the sheets and its softness immediately enveloped me. I almost fell asleep.
Oh. Are you okay?
I sat up, mumbling that I was all right. ELTCREED sat down at the edge of the bed and reached for my feet. What are you doing?
Taking off your shoes. You won't be able to sleep with your shoes on, and I want to take a look at whether you hurt yourself.
I think I'm fine. I don't feel a lot of pain. He nodded and began to touch my bare feet. He's ignoring what I said after all. All he was doing was touching my feet, but it felt so embarrassing that I wanted to hide under the sheets. Why is it like this? All he's doing is checking if I'm hurt. I was uncomfortably aware of his touch, even though it was perfectly harmless.
You're right. This doesn't seem that bad. I doubt you'll feel pain by tomorrow, but if you do, please tell me and I'll send for a medical professional.
Okay. Thank you. I will return the favor someday.
You could return it right now.
Right now?
Yes. This is your room, and we're both sitting on your bed. This is the perfect time to continue our earlier kiss.
Continue?
You don't want to? Did you dislike kissing me?
I tensed up, unable to answer either way. Be firm, girl, be firm! Either way, be firm. ELTCREED gently pushed me back onto the bed. Well, oh no, the glasses are off again! He took off his glasses and put them by the bedside.
Tell me no if you don't want to. Otherwise, I can continue.
Don't do it as a returning of the favor, girl. No, not like this. Don't do it as a favor, girl. Oh my goodness. What is my life? Will this return the favor?
Yes. I would much rather have this than a gift. If possible, I would like your heart as well as your touch.
ELTCREED put a hand on my cheek and caressed it.
Do you remember the kisses I taught you? If you don't, I can refresh your memory. This is a light kiss. You can also do it in quick succession. And
he gave me a long kiss that left me breathless. When we were done, he exhaled, and the touch of it against me made my heart pound.
What did I do?
You enveloped my lips with yours.
Yes. Kissing can be more than putting your lips on someone else's. I'd like to teach you a kiss that uses the tongue, but
you did that last time!
I suspect that if I do that, I will no longer be able to stop myself. I don't want to strain your injured body. We will stop here for now. Instead, we will talk about the meaning of a kiss.
The meaning?
Yes. It's always a display of affection, of course, and everyone may have slightly different tastes, but the meaning of a kiss can change based on the occasion.
ELTCREED put his hand on my cheek and gently kissed me on the lips.
A kiss on the lips represents love. That should be easy. A kiss on the cheeks represents affection. A kiss on the ears...
And there goes her eyes. His breath tickled my ears. I closed my eyes and squirmed.
A kiss on the ears represents lust. The neck, tenacity. The throat, desire. What do you feel?
What I feel?
Please tell me. If you don't, I won't know how you feel, and I won't stop kissing you.
He gave me a teasing grin, then licked lightly at my neck. I turned my face, exposing my throat, unable to resist his advance. He brushed my hair aside and planted a long kiss above my collarbone. It tickles and tingles.
Does it feel so uncomfortable that you wish me to stop?
I don't know. Isn't this something one should only do in a relationship?
Oh, how sharp of you. Yes, some people believe that this should not be done before marriage.
But you don't think so, ELTCREED.
No. It does matter who you do it with, of course. But if I could kiss you forever, then I would. And hopefully one day you would approach me too. Well, I shall be going then.
Ah. He put on his glasses and stood up. I held him back.
What is it? If you're going to stare at me, a smile would be nicer.
Hey, she made a move! I leaned in and kissed him on the cheek, because she's got affection. I won't say I'm in love, but I have affection for you. So good night. Affection. Good night. I couldn't look at him any longer and dove into the sheets, still wearing all my clothes.
Yes, good night.
He laughed warmly and left my room. Oh, good. I was hoping it was going to go to him after that. What do you think about her affection? Is she a lost cause? Oh, once again.
I can't believe my luck. I put my fingers on my cheek, the spot where Cyrus had kissed me. It had been a timid kiss, an awkward touch of her lips, but it was the very first kiss she had given me. I felt my body becoming warmer and warmer and had to do everything I could to keep myself from yelling in glee. If I had been pasta, I would have boiled and been ready for consumption in a heartbeat. No, I can't yell around inside the mansion. What do I do now? What if I can't hold it back?
He's like a schoolboy. My goodness. I was wondering if you were going to be here. Hang on. Why are you coming out of that room?
Ulrich! I strode over to the sofa where he sat, still unsure how to vent my happiness.
He looks a little concerned. You gonna give him a hug?
I sat down next to him and cast him a long look. Ulrich was always a lot of fun when he was off balance.
What? Your face looks kind of red. What's wrong?
Kissing is really nice.
What? Just so you know, I'm not into that. Ask one of your employees or someone else.
Oh, please. I'm not asking you to kiss me. Lend me your ear.
Okay.
Just now, it was her decision. She kissed me on the cheek. Ha! Hell yes! I was barely able to finish my sentence before I yelled enthusiastically and slapped my cheeks.
Slapped your cheeks? Shut up! Don't yell into my ear! And take your hands from your cheeks. Are you a girl?
Last time I checked, I was all man.
Too much information. And don't turn all serious in the blink of an eye. That scares me.
Kissing is like a greeting for me. I always considered it merely a way to test the waters before sex. But oh, how wrong I was. This light kiss on my cheeks was enough to send me reeling. Incredible, just incredible. It was incredible.
So many incredibles. What's happened to the great wit of the incredible ELTCREED Valentine? Are we going to file a report for theft? Right now you're being pretty creepy. But I guess you're having fun. That's nice.
Having fun?
Yeah. You could go into the city and you'd have a girl pretty soon. You'd tell them what they want to hear, but nothing more. You act like you're having fun or that you're happy, telling people that love is infinite or something. You give them what they want, but that only makes them happy, not you. You never are. And now you finally have a woman that you can be upset over. I think that's good. Not that I know how she feels about you. Good luck with that.
You remind me of how my parents would talk.
I have to be like that because in private you're a spoiled brat. Maybe I'm your guardian now.
Ulrich patted my head.
And how the tables have turned.
Ulrich, I want you to sit in the front row at our wedding.
What? Is your imagination that far along already? That's so creepy. You can talk like that with me, but don't let your other employees hear that. It's going to cause a lot of problems.
You want me to show this side of myself just to you? Are you imitating her now? Creepy, Ulrich, creepy.
I'm not imitating her. Stop confusing me with a girl.
Oh, Ulrich.